May the Lord give you peace, my dear brothers and sisters. Today I am here to speak 5 things about my religious vocation. Number 1, who am I? I am Brother Andrew Thomas, situated from Hyderabad. I have completed my formation to priesthood 8 years. Now I am in the 9th year of my formation. I am doing my regency in Vijayawada, Newsweek. I am working with de-addicted children in the Newsweek. My parents, my mom and my dad. My mom is Anna Mary, who is working in the hospital as a nurse for past 20 years. And my dad, he is a daily labor. And my brother, he is a lab technician. He works as well as he studies. And I'm very happy to be a religious. I'm very happy to be a Franciscan all the more. Second question. How did I join the religious life? When I was studying 6th standard, I was very happy and I wanted to become a friar priest. Basically, I come from a Franciscan parish and I was very inspired being as an altar boy before the priest. And I was going every day for Mass to be an altar boy. And I was very happy and very curious to wear the habit, the same dress which I wear today. After getting this dress, I was so happy that I have accomplished my life as an altar boy. But as the days went on, when I finished my 10th, my father was not that happy about my vocation story. Whereas my mom, my brother and my relatives were very happy. They encouraged me a lot. And my dad was not happy just because I was a very beloved son to him. That was the only reason which my dad stopped me. As the days went on, I happened to convince my dad with a lot of difficulties. Later on, after 2 years of my formation, my dad understood my vocation, my life, and today I am convinced about my life to be as a friar minor. Third question. How does St Francis of Assisi continue to inspire me? St Francis of Assisi inspires me every day in my life. During his conversion, he had a question. That question was very strong in his mind. Lord, what do you want me to do? And that same question has been reflecting in my life from past 8 years. And in the life of St. Francis, what I see is he had that love towards everything. He had that love towards the ecology. He had that love towards the poor. He lived a very simple life. That simplicity of Francis inspires me a lot. That hinders me to come closer to him. That makes me to understand St. Francis of Assisi. To understand St. Francis of Assisi, to understand his very life. That life has inspired me today to be as a friar minor. And I'm very happy to have such a person in my life, in my order. Such a person, such a personality whom I have chosen, I'm very happy about that person. Fourth question. What is the meaning of religious vows? When we speak about these evangelical vows, what are these evangelical vows? Poverty, obedience, and chastity. When we speak about each vow, it matters a lot. If we lose the one vow, we are losing the other 2 vows in our life. Because all these 3 vows are interconnected to each other. Therefore, I say that if I lose my vow of obedience, I also lose my other 2 vows, poverty and chastity. And what are these 3 evangelical vows? These 3 evangelical vows are poverty. Poverty is a life. When we speak about the poverty, we should look at the Christ poverty. We should look at the Blessed Virgin's poverty. Only through their example, as a religious, I can live my vow of poverty. When I speak about the vow of obedience, obedience is a vow which disciplines my life, which tells me to obey everybody in this world. Obey God first. When you are able to obey God, we can also obey the other people around us who are there. And when we speak about the chastity, chastity is a life, a beautiful example which we can illustrate about the vow of chastity is when we walk on a road, we see a beautiful flower. And when I look at that flower, I say to myself that this flower is beautiful. I admire the flower. I'm not so greedy that I take this flower and put it in my pocket. No, that is not the vow of chastity. Chastity is having a heart, a pure heart, to admire the things. Not that I want this flower, but to have a chaste heart, to have a pure heart. So therefore, these three vows teaches me all the more to have love towards these vows. And I should take this, I have taken this vow with my own will, with my own grace. Nobody compelled me to take this vow, but it is God's grace which gave me to take these vows. In a similar manner, these three evangelical vows teaches me to have a freedom, to have a love towards these three vows: obedience, poverty, and chastity. The fifth question: what is the motto of my religious life? When I speak about the motto of religious life, I look at the gospel life. And the gospel I see in the gospel of St. Matthew, where he speaks about the Beatitudes. Beatitudes is the best motto of the religious life. When we are able to understand these Beatitudes. And in the Beatitudes, what I very peculiarly see is that the life of Jesus of Nazareth, the life of Jesus of Nazareth, the life from where he began, from the Jericho to Calvary, is whatever words which he uttered, whatever deeds which he has done, that speaks about if the religious lives that life, that becomes the motto of the religious. Not only looking at the life of Jesus of Nazareth, her blessed Virgin Mary, even she lived a very holy life, very pure life. When we are able to understand this motto of the religious life, we should go back to the person of Jesus of Nazareth and to our blessed Virgin Mary.